Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, North Schuylkill. I'm Rachel Cataldo.
And I'm Sadie Chakotis. This past weekend was Earth Day, and Americans flocked to the National Mall in Washington, D.C. to participate in the March for Science. Protesters took to the streets in the coordinated effort to support the importance of science research that may be adversely affected by the budget cuts proposed by the Trump administration. Scientist and popular TV host Bill Nye stated that lawmakers around the world are deliberately ignoring and actively suppressing science. Much of the backlash was in Trump's denial of climate change, insisting it is a hoax. Senior Jimmy Garraway, who plans to attend college for biochemistry, was one of the thousands present at the rally. Rachel Green has more with him about the event.
I'm Rachel Green here with Jimmy Garraway. Jimmy, why did you go all the way to D.C. for this event?
Pretty much just because it supported a cause that I'd like to make a career out of, science, so figured we'd support it.
In your opinion, was the march more about science or more about politics?
I would say when the march first got organized, it was mainly about politics, but as it got along, they tried to make it less about politics, tried to make it more about a celebration of science. But being there, I would say it was still equally political as it was about a celebration of science, if that makes any sense.
Why should Americans care about causes like the March for Science?
Pretty much just because science is sort of everything. This microphone it's all about science. It's a product of science. Clothes we wear, just everything we interact with is a product of science. So if we could further science, it'll only benefit us in the future.
Thank you.
Beginning next week, students will put their knowledge to the test, literally. AP exams start Monday with the test for chemistry. AP tests are college-level exams administered by the makers of the SATs. Students can score between a 1 and a 5 on the exam, but need at least a 3 or higher for the course to be considered for a college credit equivalent. This year, 64 students will be taking exams in the 6 AP courses offered at North Schuylkill. Next year, students will also have the opportunity to enroll in AP Spanish.
Yesterday, National Honor Society hosted its second blood drive of the year with the help of American Red Cross. Mr. Kuthi would like to thank all of the students and staff who made donations.
Aspiring to be a movie star may be a dream of many people, but a reality for few. In 2016, the Oscar-nominated film Passengers hit theaters, and in addition to Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence, audience saw North Schuylkill alumni Tom Ferrari on the big screen. Ferrari, a 2010 graduate, connected with us via Skype to discuss his experience. Tom Ferrari joining us live from Greenville, South Carolina. Tom, how did you get into acting?
I got in because I was looking for a way to make money on the side. And for the longest time, my mother actually had been telling me to become a model and an actor. And so I took the plunge and found a way to kind of do that. So I did it locally in South Carolina. I was seeking representation from an agency, and I got picked up to do a mattress shoot to model for a mattress company locally. And so once I did that a few times, doing some local companies, I got a chance to be in TV shows and movies just kind of as an extra. And I wanted to do that so I knew how the scenes were set up and what it was like to be around the directors and just really see the film sets. And so I was going down to Atlanta predominantly because that's where a lot of TV shows and movies are being filmed now outside of Hollywood. That's predominantly what I've done outside of the one role that I actually had a chance to speak and say something in. So my career is still short-lived and young, but I guess my advice to anybody would be to just go for it.
Awesome. So what is it like working with celebrities?
I have actually no hand-on-hand experience with celebrities themselves. Any sets that I've ever been on, outside of one commercial, was there an actual celebrity near me, which was Dale Earnhardt Jr. one time when I was in a commercial for NASCAR commercial they were filming for Valvoline Oil. So I was near Dale Earnhardt Jr. once, but all the other TV shows and all the other movies, they had all the famous people like very segmented, and the scenes that I was a part of were filmed separately. I don't know if you've heard of Tyler Perry, but he's a director that I was close to as well. But I would say Dale Earnhardt and Tyler Perry were the only famous people in my 1-year career that I've been around.
What was it like to see yourself on the big screen in Passengers?
It was really cool, and that was a neat experience. I didn't actually expect it to make the screen, although it was very, very short. That's kind of all it takes sometimes. I went to the theaters with my parents to watch it, and was kind of just sitting on the edge of my seat the whole movie to see if I would even be in it. Because realistically, it was 6 months to 8 months later when the movie came out versus when they filmed that particular scene. And I didn't know, like, if anybody was going to contact me ahead of time to tell me, hey, you made it, in the movie, and, make sure you look at it towards the middle or towards the end. I just went unknowingly.
So when you film these, you have no idea if you'll actually make it into the movie or not?
For the most part, yeah. As an extra or somebody that's maybe has 1 or 2 lines in a movie, there's oftentimes a high probability your scene could get cut and not make it at all. Mm-hmm. So they do film tons of things. Even with the main actors, they film hundreds of scenes, and even those get cut. So it's really hard to say what makes it in or out of a movie or TV show.
Do you have any acting projects lined up for the future?
Not currently. Right now, it's kind of in a dead period, but there's always things in Atlanta and parts of the Southeast, and so really it just comes down to whatever my agency finds. So it's kind of a hit or miss thing. You have to really have contacts in the industry to get more auditions. But right now, so far, I've had enough experience, and I kind of get the lay of the land.
Is there anything you would like to say to North Schuylkill?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love being from the area, and I take great pride in being a North Schuylkill alum. It definitely prepared me for college and everything I've done professionally in business, and also kind of stepping out and not being afraid to do things. Acting and modeling wasn't something that I'd ever planned to do, but I guess growing up in a hard-nosed area like Schuylkill County molded me into somebody that's willing to take risks and go for it. So I definitely appreciate the school and everything that I've learned there, and all the great people that have taught me throughout the years.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Even though Tom's the only one who's actually been in a movie, check out these other celebrity lookalikes.
Have you heard of the Chill Out Sunday Challenge? Here's the scoop. Well, actually, it's 12 scoops. The Chill Out, a popular ice cream parlor located on the Gold Star Highway outside of Shenandoah, opened its 3rd year of business with a new challenge that requires patrons to consume a monstrous creation of 12 ice cream scoops, 7 toppings, a banana, in a 20-minute time frame. If you finish, you get a t-shirt, a photo on the wall, and your money back. Owners Anne-Marie and Bobby Dukuski stated that 3 people have finished the challenge so far, but none of our North Schuylkill students have been successful.
Mike Russell here with In the News. I'm here with Anna Marie and Bob from Chill Out. Anna Marie, can you tell us a little bit how you were inspired to this challenge?
Well, during our off season, we're always trying to think of different ideas to just the goodness around with all the kids. We do have the football Sunday every year and the contest that goes with that. So we thought about doing this, and honestly, we saw some pretty nasty contests. One had 50 scoops, and we thought, no, we wanted to do something that was at least doable for some people.
So how has it helped your business?
The popularity has been amazing. We had the first customer of the season walk in the door at 3 o'clock on Friday, and he did it and won. And then on Sunday, we had Tyler come in, and he did it. And then from then on, we had one girl Sunday, 7 people yesterday, and number 4 is doing it for today, with number 5 waiting to start. So far, none of them have been able to do it, but we sure hope someone from North Schuylkill gets it.
Keep it going. Finish it now. Finish it now.
Sugar, come on.
45 seconds.
Go. Fourth quarter, Aston. Fourth quarter. Loser. We got a loser. Wow.
Get the screen.
Justin's in about 12 minutes in. He's got 8 minutes to go. He's not looking too good right now, but you know what? We think we can power through, and he can do it. Look at this. I've never seen someone so sad eating ice cream. I know.
Come on, Justin. You got it.
And now we have number 3 on the day, Jim Vogler, coming in with chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla ice cream.
Come on! Drink it! Put it away! Get that spoon and scoop it out. Come on. Oh, yeah.
Done, you're done. I'm done. Okay, great try. Awesome.
I'm Rachel Cataldo.
And I'm Sadie Chakotis.
Enjoy the rest of April because on Monday,
It's gonna be May.